What's up, you two? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knick fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we get into it, I want you to do me one small favor. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop? Hit the notification bell. All right, y'all. What I said. What did I tell y'all in my last video? There was no need to worry about that loss against Utah. I know it was a disappointing loss. But like I said in that video, the Knicks came out, overconfident, and they took that game for granted, thinking that they was going to walk over the Utah Jazz, and they got slapped in the face. But like I said in the last video, they will bounce back. I said that they would be more resilient. That loss was a wake up call to let them know that it ain't easy. Well, they supposed to know it's not easy. It's the NBA, but that loss, it set them right. You know what I'm saying? Now, the Knicks are what 2-1 on this road trip. We got two more games left. We head into Denver Wednesday night. Excuse me, to Dallas Wednesday night, and Lucas is out. I know Derek Lively's playing some good basketball, but I don't think he's going to match up well with Karl Anthony Towns. I think Towns should have the edge in that game. But let's talk about this Denver game because, as I said in my last video, that the Knicks was going to take away what they was going to take away and they was going to improve on. But there wasn't really too much to improve on because, in my opinion, this is a championship team and they just had an off night. That's just all. They had an off night, and tonight they bounced back. They came out, they played defense. The defense was hard. You know what I'm saying? To start the game off, that's what got the game going off. And then Knicks favored the defense was that the intensity was intense. That's the only way I can describe it. They came out right from the opening tip off, and they put the pressure on Denver Nuggets. And coming into this game, I think Denver Nuggets was the second best shooting three point shooting team in the NBA, and the Knicks defense held up. I know y'all hear me complain about the trapping and everything, but it paid off tonight. Jamal Murray had an off night. I'll get into their stats in a bit. But like I said in my last video, there was nothing to worry about when we lost to the Jazz, that we would step it up in the next game. I predicted that the Knicks would come out and blow the Denver Nuggets out. Go back and watch that video. Go back and watch that video. I said that by the Knicks losing that game to Utah, they was just going to take it out on the Jazz. That was my feeling because the only thing that happened to the Knicks in that game is that they underestimated a bum team and they got slapped in the face. Not to mention, most of the guys, Karl Anthony Towns had an off night. I think he had 16 points with 16 rebounds in that Utah Jazz game. But he bounced back tonight. I see he had 30 points and 15 rebounds. Continue to grab double-digit figures in the rebounds since coming here to New York. But like I said, this is a contending team. I can't wait till we face Boston one more time. And I think Porzingis came back tonight. So that's going to be an interesting matchup. Let's get to the stats so I can get to Anunoby. He had a career high night scoring. And Ptsbrunson, what I complain about, he actually delivered on when it comes to assists. So let's just hit these stats up real quick and then move right along. And then I'm going to let y'all get out and hit me in the comments and tell me y'all reaction from this game. Like I said before, there was nothing to worry about with that loss against the Utah Jazz. The Knicks blow out the Denver Nuggets, 145 points. Matter of fact, no team have reached that score this season. 145 points. And Knicks has the highest scoring in the season so far in a game. Now let's get into this game real good, the stats. And that for the game, they shot 61%. I can go quarter by quarter. Matter of fact, I'm going to go quarter by quarter with y'all because it was a damn good game. The Knicks came out and played a real good game. In that first quarter, they shot 16 for 23, 69% from the field. 3-point, they went 4 for 5, 80% in the first quarter from downtown. They didn't get to the free throw line. I actually have a problem with the Knicks when these referees not giving them the calls when they go to the rim. They haven't been reaching. I haven't seen them hit 20 free throws or 20-something free throws in a while. It'll always be around that 15, 16 margin. Knicks is not getting calls when they go to the basket, but that's another video. We'll talk about that. Assists, we started out because we had a career, not a career, but a franchise tying tonight with assists, 45 assists tonight. In the first quarter, we had 12 assists alone, 11 rebounds, no steals, no blocks, and 1 turnover. The Knicks are one of the better teams when it comes to turnovers in the NBA. Like I told you, it wasn't nothing to worry about. This was the game I knew the Knicks was going to bounce back. I was talking about. I actually predicted that the Knicks would go 4-1 in this road trip. I said it would be, a New York Knicks fan dream if they would have went 5-0. And I did not predict Utah to beat us. I actually thought it would have been the Charlotte Hornets. I said that the Knicks probably would come out and knock off all these 4 West Coast teams and come back to the East Coast and get not bumped off by the Charlotte Hornets. But it was, the Utah Jazz, but the Knicks had a flat night. All the plays was in minus when it comes to the minus plus rating. Everybody, but when it comes to night, when it comes to minus plus, the Knicks actually had a good night tonight when it comes to that department. Everybody was in the plus minus. Everybody, the whole team that played, everybody was there. You know what I'm saying? So the Knicks actually did have a real good night tonight when it comes to that. So, like I said, there was no need to worry. A lot of people, not even gonna say a lot of people, we had some people, like I said, I don't watch video, I don't really watch a lot of people, other people's channels, but I stumble on a few every now and then, and they was questioning the team. And I said in my earlier videos that we won't really be able to gauge or get a real good feel of this team until after 10 games. But you got to realize right now, you got to think about we see where we at. You know what I'm saying? We see where we can be, hoping what we can be. Now let's wait till we get to 20 games before we really start calling this team out. Because when we get to 20 games, we be what, damn near a quarter of the season, and it'd be no excuses really. You know what I'm saying? We'll know what this team really is. We'll know as fans, are we going to make it to the playoffs? Well, if you look at it, we making it to the playoffs. There's no doubt that we making it to the playoffs. That's just my opinion. We making it to the playoffs. If y'all been listening to me, y'all already heard me say that we making it to the NBA Finals. I'm that confident in this team that we will make the NBA Finals. Will we win the championship? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know unless I see our opponents. I'm gonna be real. Like, when I see our opponent in the NBA Finals, I'm gonna be that bold. You know what I'm saying? To make this prediction right now. When I see our opponents in the NBA Finals, then I can give you my prediction on whether the Knicks win the championship or not. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought about it being Minnesota and the Knicks, but that would just be crazy and just too far fetched. But if the Knicks was to make the NBA Finals, I actually see the Lakers or Golden State. You know what I'm saying? And that would be a real good finals for me, going up against the Lakers or even Golden State Warriors. Golden State Warriors, Steph has had a great year, you know what I'm saying, for the amount of years he's been in the NBA. He's shocking a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? His game has been on fire, you know what I'm saying, so far, you know what I'm saying? Can he hold up? Can he hold up? Can he hold up? All right, but let's get to this man right here because I spoke about him in the other videos and I said him and Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart will be the road to the championship with this team. And that's just my opinion. And this man is going to be a big part of it. And if he continue to have, games like he had tonight, I don't mean he's going to come out and drop 40 points every night. But what I mean by that, if this in his last 6 games, he have scored over 20 points. And I don't think no one, I know I didn't have him averaging 20 points for the season. Right now, I think before these last 6 games, he was averaging somewhere around 14, 15, 16 points per, game. Hit me in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm wrong. I want y'all to correct me when I'm wrong. But if he can continue to score the way he's scoring, we going to the finals, as I said, because with Anunoby, Tibbs don't run plays for him. Everything is off the ball, off what his teammates do. Pick up, scrappy plays, last minute shots, and he get it done. I said it before. He was the one, if not the best shooting 3-pointer on the team. You know, I know Tyler Kolek's stats is better, but he barely get on the court. So if you really think about it, he's the best 3-point shooting on the team. Anunoby, that is, in my opinion. And when I see him play, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little anxious because of his injury history. But he's been playing, very composed basketball. Sometimes I get scared with the knocks and bumps, but as I, as I look at it, and as I said before, he will be a big part of this championship. Right now, he's the highest paid Knick. Matter of fact, highest paid Knick in the history of the franchise. So I'm expecting this man to continue to do what he's going to do. If he can, the Knicks will be unstoppable. That's just my opinion. The Knicks will be unstoppable. The way they play tonight, they can carry that on for the next 5 or 6 games. You can't win them all. Let's be real. I don't care how good a team is. You cannot win every game. But if they can continue to play the way they play tonight, for the next 5 or 6 games, they can get back into that win column. And who knows, we can sneak up, back into second place. Maybe, depending, I don't say maybe third, you know what I'm saying? Because we're currently in the fourth. I didn't check our standings after the game, but we're currently in fourth place right now. The last I checked, you got Cleveland on fire. Cleveland on fire. But how long can that last? Let's be real. I think that's gonna, come to an end pretty soon. That's just my opinion. But them teams that go 17-1 and 17-2, or like that, they usually wind up winning the championship. And I don't want to sound like I'm contradicting myself because I said the New York Knicks will be going to the NBA Finals, and for the Cleveland Cavaliers to win the championship, they will have to be knocking the Knicks off because the Knicks will be in their way. But any way you look at it, I think that this team is headed for something special this year. I was looking at Tibbs, thinking about Tibbs, how long he been coaching, not getting that big one. Is he due soon? Is the Knicks due? Let's be real. Is the Knicks due for a championship? But with players like OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Towns, Brunson, got the bench coming along. Before I go, let's just talk about that bench for a second, because as good as we are right now, this is why I don't understand when people start doubting the team. Just imagine when we get Mitchell Robinson back, Precious Achua. You know what I'm saying? Even Mitchell Robinson not back, Precious Achua should be back pretty soon, maybe a week or two. The bench is it's going to be more solidified. It's going to be where you can have Jericho Sims out there and Precious Achua, like he could play the 5, the 4, the 3, sometimes the 2. And before he got hurt, we seen his offense really coming alive. So, like, I think when he come back, I was hoping Shamit would be, in some type of play. And I think if them 2 guys was back in the rotation, that we wouldn't see, our starters playing so many minutes, because Tibbs have confidence in them guys. But when we get back to full strength, I'm just going to say this right now: the Knicks are going to be a very dangerous team, because we're dangerous right now. We're dangerous right now. So when we get back to full strength, we're going to have teams on notice. Teams are definitely going to be shook whenever they come into the Garden, or whenever we come into their house. We came into the Denver Broncos, to the Nuggets house. uh we was only 3-20. You know what I'm saying? We was really getting our shit rocked when we came over there to play. But that's what was so good about this win. You know what I'm saying? The last time we played them in the Garden, we blew them out. We went there, they beat us. So we're going to see how that rolls this year. Last time Towns played over there in the Nuggets home court, it was for going to the NBA Finals or in the playoffs. And he really played well. He played well tonight. He had a quiet 30 points because Anunoby outshined everybody on the court. Jalen Brunson had 23 points, 40 for Anunoby, as I said, 30 for Towns. Mikal Bridges chipped in 14 points. Another off shooting night for Mikal Bridges, but I have a feeling that when we need him the most, when it gets to the playoff time, that he's going to step his game up. And if you ask me, this was this little side note that I was looking at. When they went to the bench, everybody's jersey was dripping wet with sweat, and his shit was kind of dry. So is he putting in the effort that he needs to be putting in? That's just a little side note, just something I observed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pointing fingers, but I still have a good feeling about Mikal. I think he's going to come along. And let's be real, he's still an important part of what the New York Knicks are doing. And whether he's not putting up the points that we expected him to put up, he's still hanging in there, giving us good minutes when we need the minutes. Maybe not every minute of the game, but he gives us minutes when we need it and when they count. You understand? Uh, McBride came back after a 5-game absence. He had 13 points. He went 5 for 9, 3 for 6 from downtown, and he played 27 minutes. I thought Tibbs would have took it easy on him, but he's a young guy. And Cameron Payne, continue to impress me. I'm not going to lie to you. Continue to impress me. You know what I'm saying? Him and Westbrook went at it. Westbrook almost brung him back. The Knicks would not give up the lead. We had 20 points here. Biggest lead was 30-something points. The Knicks destroyed the Denver Nuggets. And this was the game that I knew they was going to come out and play. I had a feeling that we was going to return with a vengeance. Like I said, I heard the chatter, and the thing that frustrated me the most, that whenever you hear somebody, you know, not gonna say disrespecting the Knicks, but doubting them, it's usually from a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I might be guilty of that, but it's always about the coach, because I've always been loyal to this team. Even when we had guys like David Lee and Al Harrington on this team, I seen the championship. I know I was dreaming, but that's how loyal I have always been to this team. So it's never, disrespecting the team. I always have a problem with the scheme. You know what I'm saying? With the scheme. With the scheme. But the Knicks had a great win tonight. Looking for another victory when we hit Dallas. I don't think, Dallas is prepared, or not gonna say prepared. I don't think Dallas right now have the personnel to compete with the New York Knicks. So this should be a victory. We should go out 2-2 with these last two road games. Like I said, should, if the Knicks don't come out flat, if they come out the way they did against Denver Nuggets, we should definitely go 2-2 in these last two games. Come back to the Garden with a 4-1 road trip and get ready for the next team. Knock them off. I want to see us get on maybe a 10-game win streak. Then maybe lose one. You know what I'm saying? Then come back. But I would like to see a winning streak above 8 or 7. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me how y'all felt about this game. Are y'all still hampering feelings from that Utah game, or do y'all realize that was just a bump in the road? You know what I'm saying? A bump in the road. It was not a pee in your shoe, because that hurts more. All right, y'all. With that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy. God bless, and peace.